he's been an amazing partner to me and to build the Enagic business, and he's really done a lot in Kangen. All right, so he's going to share with you a very, very amazing topic. So without further ado, I'm actually going to invite onto the stage to deliver the next topic, Xia Ming Wei, to deliver the next topic. Guys, can you give him a big Zoom clap? This is how you do the Zoom clap. Guys, keep the Zoom clap coming.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the big warm welcome. Thank you again, Simon. Now guys, I just want to ask you guys one question. I would like to give you guys two scenarios. Scenario one is if you take the next 10, 15, 20 years to make lots of mistakes, but at the end of said 10, 15, 20 years, after making all these mistakes, you achieve your success. This is scenario one. Scenario two is instead of taking all this long time, you shorten the amount of time it takes for you to achieve your success by learning from successful people. Okay, that is scenario number one. Now guys, I want to ask you a question. Which would you rather have, scenario number one or scenario number two? Can you just type it down into the group chat? One or two? All right, great guys. You definitely want scenario number two, which is to shorten the amount of time it takes for you to achieve your success. And today I'm gonna help you do that, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn from the mistakes of none other than Mr. Sam Sear himself. Would you guys like to learn? If you do, type one. Everybody type one if you would like to learn the mistakes to avoid. All right, great. Let's jump straight into it, guys. So, how do I share screen? It's not here. All right, bear with us, right, guys? We're just having slight technical difficulties. All right, there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Kangen mistakes to avoid. Wow, let's get straight into it, guys. Now, mistake number one is not learning from successful distributors. Now, myself, I've actually had the privilege of traveling all around the world with Mr. Sam Sear himself for many years, and I've actually seen a lot of people, and they refuse to learn from somebody like Mr. Sam Sear. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest mistake they can do, because guys, your first few sales are like your first few babies. You do not want to kill your first few sales, because if you do, you're gonna get demotivated and eventually you're gonna drop out of the system. What you guys want to do is actually ask help from successful distributors, which is what I love about Enagic so much, because we got so many amazing successful distributors all across the world, and of course we want to learn from them. So what you want to do, guys, is let the more experienced distributors do the talking. So first mistake is this, guys. Don't be a hero, okay? Always ask help from the successful distributors and always let them do the talking. What do I mean by let them do the talking? For example, if you're new and you want to introduce this machine or the business to any one of your new prospects, you definitely want the help of your sponsor, okay? So that's what you want to do. Don't be a hero, ask for help. Let them do the talking. This is mistake number one. Let's jump straight into mistake number two. Mistake number two is this. You talk. You see, guys, a lot of people get really excited about the Kangen machine. Once they buy it, they're like, oh, I want to call my friends, call their friends and say, hey, I've got this amazing new machine. It's alkaline, it's antioxidant, it's microclustering. It's only 4,000 American dollars. Do you want to buy one? And then what happens? Nothing happens. Nobody wants to buy. Because, guys, you fail to show what the machine actually does. Hence the saying, people believe what they see, right? And they doubt what they hear. So what we actually have to do is remember this, guys. The live demonstration, right, is the key to a successful sale. Nikhil, right? Well, we all do these mistakes once in a while, so it's important for us to know. So what we need to do, guys, is remember that the Kangen machine and the live demonstration, it is actually the unique selling point of the Enagic business. I want you guys to ask yourselves, Where else in the world have you actually found, right, an amazing product that has health benefits that you can actually show on the spot? You can just show it through a demonstration on the spot. I'd be really hard to find another one. So guys, remember this: no demo, no sales. Can everybody, you do me a favor, do yourself a favor as well. I want you to put your finger up to the screen like this, and I want you to say no demo, no sales. All right, no demo, no sales, guys. This is a very important thing, okay? And at the same time, you want to sell the demo. Now, what do I mean by selling the demo? Now, you see, a lot of people make this mistake. When you're inviting somebody on the phone, you attempt to sell the machine on the phone. Now, that is actually not the correct way to do things. What you like to do is, while you're on the phone, you want to sell the demo. You want to edify the person who's doing the demonstration, and you don't want to give anything away about the product. You want to leave the selling for when you are in person. Okay, so this is mistake number 2. No demo, no sales, and sell the demo. Let's look at mistake number 3. Okay, mistake number 3 is if you want the slides can be available after, so you don't have to worry. Okay, now mistake number 3 is this: showing only the business plan. Aha. Now, guys, when Simon was presenting the business plan just now, I was getting so excited because I was seeing all the income. I don't know about you guys, but I get excited about income. If you get excited about income, can you put a $sign into the group chat? Please put a $sign into the group chat. Yeah, if you get excited. Oh yeah, I think everybody gets excited. Me, double. But the thing is, guys, as much as people get excited about income, the thing is, people will doubt. They will say, oh my God, this is an incredible business plan. But how do we sell such an expensive machine? So we need to know that we shouldn't start by the business plan first. We must always show them the engine that powers the business, which is indeed the Kangen machine. Okay, people get excited about the Kangen machine, they get inspired, and then they want to do the business. So you guys need to show the business plan only after showing the demo. So everybody, okay, please repeat after me: product first, business after. Okay, always remember product first, business after. This is mistake number 3. Okay, mistake number 4 is this. Mistake number 4 is calling the machine a water filter, purifier, or worse, you call this an alkaline machine. You see, guys, I'm sure we got a very big global audience here today, and a lot of you guys, you are just not interested in hearing about water filters. You see, for myself, I'm from Malaysia. There's just so many brands on the market, so many different types of machines and technologies. I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay, so people don't want to hear about it. But you have to remember, guys, that Kangen machines are no ordinary water filters and purifiers on alkaline machines. They are actually medical devices in Japan. Okay, we are the only medical grade certified water machine, ISO 13485, in the world, guys. Okay, take a note of this number here, ISO 13485. It is very, very important. Can everybody type into the group chat 13485? Okay, you need to memorize this, 13485. This is something that nobody else has in the world. Okay, I've checked, and if they claim they do, ask them to show proof. In Enagic, just go to our website. It's over there for you to print in a high definition. 13485. Remember, very, very, very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember this, guys. Water, filter, and alkaline are dirty words, and you shouldn't say that. Remember that our machines are medical devices. We have medical grade certification. Okay, so this is mistake number 4. Yes. No, don't buy you can if you want. Buy the next lottery number 13485. Maybe you'll hit. If you hit, right, you better give me a share of the profit, yeah? All right, guys, let's go to mistake number 5. Mistake number 5 is hiding the existence of other inferior ionizers. This is so important, guys. You see, Kangen machines are water ionizers. And in our next segment later on today, we're going to go into detail why Enagic is the best. But here, let me briefly go over something. You see, today, everybody are 10-minute internet experts. It takes you 10 minutes to Google something, and within 10 minutes, you've probably gone through the first 10 links in Google. And guess what? You know, sometimes after reading first 10 links, we all think we're the experts. And some of our friends, they're even smarter. After the first link, the first website they see, they think they're the expert. And the thing is, guys, when you Google Kangen water or Enagic, you will get X brand, Y brand popping up. Is that right? If you've experienced Googling Kangen water and you've seen X brand, Y brand pop up, just type 1 in the group chat, okay? Yes, it happens. Now, it's very interesting to me because I know that Kangen water and Enagic, they are trademark terms by our company. So why is it that all these X brand, Y brand companies out there, they're using our keyword? The answer is simple. It is simply because we are the gold standard. We are the benchmark, and people always compare themselves to us. We will not compare ourselves to them. So what we need to do is make sure that our prospects will not be misled by explaining upfront. We need to educate them upfront, show them the certificates, and explain that Kangen machines have a medical standard that nobody else has. And you should tell them out front that there are actually other ionizers out there, and you should tell them to beware, because once you Google Kangen, a lot of X brand, Y brands show up. Because guys, I can tell you a very quick story. This is a true story, by the way. When I was introducing this Kangen machine to Simon himself, right? Now, can you imagine if I told him about the Kangen machine and told him how great it is, but didn't tell him about the other ionizers out on the market? Oh, man, that would have been really, really bad. Because Simon himself was a user of another ionizer for many years. But thankfully, I explained it to him. He said, hey, actually, I got an ionizer at home, so let's test it out. We tested. The test showed, Enagic wins hands down. He just uninstalled his machine and installed the Kangen machine on the spot. Okay, this is the true story, guys. So you must not be afraid to hide all the other ionizers on the market. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you have to educate your prospects. Okay, so everybody say educate and type 5 in the group chat. 5. You got to educate your prospects. This is really good. Fantastic, guys. Now let's go into number 6. Number 6 is this: getting in the wrong crowd. Now this here is a very important thing, guys. You see, our closest friends will be a big source of negativity, or even our friends. If you've experienced negativity from your friends or family about Kangen water, please type 1. Okay, I want everybody to have a look at the group chat, guys, and see all the ones coming in. Now, this shows that we are not alone. A lot of people around us, they're showing us negativity, okay? Now, sometimes it's very demotivating because they're coming from our closest friends and family. But the thing is, guys, I want to ask you something really, ask you a question. This is what Samsia always asks. If you want to grow some crops, do you ask a pilot or do you ask a farmer? If you ask a pilot, type 1. If you ask a farmer, type 2, right? Who do you ask? There you go. You definitely ask a farmer if you want to grow crops, correct? Now, if you want to fly a plane, do you ask a farmer, type 1, or a pilot, type 2? A farmer or pilot if you want to fly a plane? It is definitely the pilot, isn't it? So, ladies and gentlemen, same thing here. If you want to learn about the Kangen business and whether it is able to be sold, do you ask somebody who has no idea about anything? Or should you ask somebody like Mr. Samsia? If you think it's Mr. Samsia, everybody type in the group chat, Sam. Yeah. So Sam, there we go. So just now I saw some of you guys, somebody said you got butchered, Francesco, you said you got butchered by your brother. No, don't listen to your brother, man. Unless he's some super guy who's been in water industry for so long, you should listen to Samsia. Is that right, guys? Yeah, so this is really important. Okay, this is number 6. So what we need to do, guys, is surround yourself with a with other successful distributors on a regular basis, which is why I want you guys to give a big round of applause for yourselves. Give yourself a big round of applause for yourself, guys, because you are here today and you're actually surrounding yourself with amazing people like Sam, like Egbert, and all the other, and Simon, and all the other leaders who's going to come and share with you guys today. This is amazing. So remember, the guys, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So ask yourself, are these people holding you back, blocking you from your dreams, constantly pouring cold water on your ideas? Or are they constantly motivating you, inspiring you, encouraging you, and pushing you to achieve your success? So this is something very important that you need to ask yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, okay, you have to choose your environment. Everybody say, I want to choose my environment, and type into the group chat 6, okay? Say, I want to choose my environment, type 6. Because this is so important, guys. We want to surround ourselves with people that really want us to be successful, okay? This is number 7. So that was number 6. Now let's have a look at number 7. All right, John, that's a very good. Now, number 7 is this, not wanting to improve. Which is why I want to commend you guys again for being here today. You've taken, some of you guys have woken up really, really early to be here, and it's amazing. The fact that I see you here today shows me that you guys are definitely going to go somewhere in the Enagic business, because you're here to improve yourself. Very well done, guys. And some people, they don't want to improve. They don't believe in the product, the business, or worse, they don't even believe in themselves. Now, this is really bad. So what we need to do, guys, is we need to be immersing ourselves in books, trainings, seminars, videos, and building an unshakable belief about the product, the business, and most importantly, ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to keep improving. Okay? Can everybody say, keep improving, and type 7 into the group chat. Keep improving. There we go. Now it's amazing because I can see you guys. I can remember a lot of you guys who was here with us like not too long ago, slightly over a month ago, right here in the EKVW, and it's great to see you guys back. And it's so good to see that you guys are constantly keeping improving. How many of you were here last time? Type 1. If you here last time, type 1. All right, look at that. So many of you. We're glad to have you guys back. And for those of you who are here new first time today, that's what you want to do. You want to come back next time as well. And the key is, don't come back alone. Come back with as many of your prospects and your team members as possible. This is a very important thing to do. Okay, keep coming back here, guys. And then we have number 8. Number 8 is you talk to random people. You reduce the effectiveness of your efforts by simply talking to random people. You see, what we need to do, guys, is we need to talk to people who wants or needs the product, or even people who are thirsty. When I say thirsty, I say thirsty for opportunity. You see, guys, I'm going to show you a very simple way to qualify your customers. Okay, so over here, it is money, interest, needs, trust. Now let's go through them. Now, money is very important. If you're talking to somebody who can't even afford the most basic Kangen machine, the Junior 4, on an installment plan, let's say, for example, if they can't even afford the Junior machine on an installment plan, chances are you're talking to the wrong person. Is that right, guys? So we need to talk to people who actually can afford these Kangen machines. Otherwise, they will just give us a rejection. And with more rejections, we're gonna get demotivated and drop out of the system. So that's number 1, money. Number 2 is interest. We need to gauge ourselves, okay? We need to ask ourselves, what kind of interest does this particular person has? In specific, you wanna ask them what kind of mindset they have, okay? So for example, some people, they're very, very close-minded. They don't wanna listen to you. They think they know everything. They think they're really smart, and perhaps they are. But some people, they are very learned. They're always interested in new things, always wanting to learn more. They're all open to hear. So we need to ask ourselves, who are we talking to? Somebody who's really open or somebody who's closed? Because if somebody who's closed and is not interested to listen to you, what's going to happen is maybe they pay attention to you 10% of your time, and then they're gonna give you a rejection. So they're not interested. So this is very important, guys. We need to ask their interests. And number 3 is needs. Now it is my personal opinion that everybody needs this product. Do you agree? If you agree everybody needs this product, type into the group chat 8. If you agree everybody needs this product, type 8. Yeah. 8. Fantastic. Okay. Now I agree too, but of course I understand that some people need it more than others. Is that right, guys? Because some of our friends, for example, they may be having sleeping problems, stomach problems, blood problems. So we want to help them. So we want to make sure we give them the water first. Is that right, guys? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So that's number 3, needs. And finally, trust. Now, trust is most important. Okay. Can you guys repeat after me? No trust, no sales. Okay. No demo, no sales. Same thing. No trust, no sales. Now, let me explain why trust. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to ask yourselves, the person you bought this machine from, do you trust him? Yes or no? Okay. If you do, type 4. Do you trust the person who sold you this machine? Yeah, the answer is most likely you trust them. So remember this, guys. For every product sale, there has to be trust in either the salesperson or the product, okay? Or the product. Now, for example, I can go anywhere in the world. If I move, I can go anywhere in the world. Anywhere. If I wanted a car, I wanted something reliable, something well-known, something easy to run, I'll go for a Toyota. Now, it's proven, it's Japanese, it's reliable. All I need to do is pump some petrol and the car will pretty much go anywhere. I don't have to care about who sold me the car. I don't have to care about which dealership I buy it from. It is because Toyota is well-known. Is that right, guys? So same thing here, okay, for Kangen machines, but the opposite. Kangen machines are pretty new, almost everywhere in the world. So the trust in the product will be a little bit low unless the person already knows about the Kangen machine. So the trust in the salesperson, which is yourself, has to be high. Because if they don't trust you and they don't trust the product, no way they're buying the Kangen machine. Is that right, guys? So what we need to do is we need to ask ourselves, right? Does this particular person trust us? Now, I'll give you a simple way to build trust in the Kangen machine. Would you guys like to know? If you'd like to know, press 6. Okay? I want to see if you want to know. I'll tell you a simple way to build trust in the Kangen machine. All right, guys. Now, the simplest way to build trust in the Kangen machine is to share the water. It is as simple as that. People drink the water. They experience some differences. They experience the benefits. They say, hey, this water actually does what the guy tells me. So I believe it. I'll buy a machine. Okay, so that's a simple way. So ladies and gentlemen, okay, this is a simple way to qualify our prospects. Okay, money, interest, needs, trust. Can everybody say mint and type mint into the chat box, please? Mint. So we need to, this is a simple way to qualify. So we need to qualify. So for example, you have a list of prospects. You need to ask yourself, are they MINT? Or maybe they're just MIN? Perhaps they're just MIT. So we know how do we tackle that particular situation and customer and prospect. Okay, so this is number 8. Okay, MINT, qualify your prospect. Let's go to number 9. Now, number 9 is treating this business as a hobby. Okay, talking to prospects whenever you want. Setting low goals to prevent yourselves from failure or feeling silly when you fail. And over-reliance on public presentation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the key of this business is in the prospecting, okay? Keeping your appointment calendar full. Demos are to be done every day. Now, over here on the screen, you'll see something. This is what we call a sales funnel. Now, it's a very simple concept, guys. The more sales you put into the funnel, the more prospects, qualified mint prospects you put into the funnel, the more sales, ka-ching, you will get out of it. Is that right, guys? So same thing here. Some people, they come up to me and say, Mingwei, I'm not having any sales. I've been in Enagic for 6 months. And I asked them, how many demos have you done to qualified people? They say 10. And I said, you want to do 10 demos and expect to become 6A? Doesn't really make sense, right, mathematically. So the same thing here. If you want to do more sales, we got to fill in the funnel. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, fill your calendar with demos, with prospects, with meetings. So the more you fill your calendar, the more you fill your funnel, you can definitely expect success to be coming out as well. Okay, this is number 9. Fill your calendar. And now let's have a look at number 10. Number 10 is this: being uncertain and having doubts and fears. Not seeing that we are actually at an infancy of a giant wave. You see, guys, we have to see the big picture. Understand the importance of having a champion mindset, because we are looking at the next essential appliance in every home. Now, over here on the screen, I've got a graph for you. This is called the law of innovation diffusion. You will see 2 lines. There is a blue line and there is a yellow line. So the yellow line over here, the yellow line is actually the market awareness. And then the blue line is the sales, the monthly sales of the product. So we have a few segments here. We have innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. So something in the laggards phase is maybe something like the TV, the television. Everybody has TVs. Not everybody actively looks to buy a new television every day, correct? So that everybody knows what a TV is, and the sales are probably not so high for TVs at the moment. Okay, so that's something in the laggards. So I want to ask everybody, okay, so please type your answer into the group chat, okay? So if you think Kangen machines, we are in the laggards phase, type 1. If you think we are right now in the laggards phase, type 1. All right, good, nobody. If you think we are right now in the late majority phase, type 2. If you think we're in the late majority phase, type 2. Okay, I can see some of you guys say, no, we're definitely not here. So nobody thinks we're here. Okay, now we're getting to the early parts. Who thinks we are in the early majority part? Type 3. Okay, if you think we are here in the early majority, type 3. I see, we got a lot of people saying 3. Some of you say no. Okay, if you think we're the early adopters, we're nowhere near early majority yet. We're the early adopters, type 2. Early adopters, type 2. All right, a lot of people says early adopters. Some say maybe, some say nope. Who says none of that? We're actually still in the innovative stage. There's plenty of upside. You can see the big potential. You think we are innovators? Type 5. Okay, if you think we're the innovators, type 5. Oh wow, you guys really know what this is, because I can see the group chat is just popping up. Everybody thinks we're in innovators. Let me tell you something, you are absolutely right. Okay, because the innovators is up to 13.5% of the market. And ask yourself, do you think Kangen machines have sold up to 13.5% of the market? The answer is definitely not, guys. We are still in the innovators. Nirav over there says there's such thing as an early innovator, and I concur. I agree with you, Nirav. We may even be in the early innovators, because guys, there is just so much upside. Can you imagine this? Earlier on in the year, we had a global pandemic, and guess what? The sales are just rising. They're still rising. Can you imagine that? So guys, what we need to do is we need to have a champion mindset and see the big picture, okay? Everybody, I want you to say, I want to have a champion mindset and see the big picture. I can see some of you guys taking picture. Are you, you can have a picture of this. Now guys, I want you to see the big picture and have a champion mindset. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to say, if you have a champion mindset, say, type 99. I want to see 99s. 99s in the group chat. 99, yeah. Okay, champion mindset. Amazing. Okay. So this is something you need to see, because many years ago when I first went into India, I told my guys a very simple concept. I told them, guys, in the future, India will be selling hundreds of machines a month with or without your help. It is up to you guys to decide, okay? It is up to you guys to decide how many % of the market share you want from that market. And guess what? Today, India right, well exceeded our expectation. They're selling thousands of units every month. All those years ago, I was telling them, one day you're gonna sell 100 machines a month. Today they're selling thousands. Okay, same thing. Okay, ask yourself, in the future, the sales is just gonna go up. How many percent of the market share do you want? Okay, Vino, you want 50%? 50%? Is that all? So little? All right, guys. So have a champion mindset and see the big picture. Okay, so let us now jump into 11. Oh, I can see some of you guys want 99%. Fantastic. Okay, so that's great. Now let's go to mistake number 11. Mistake number 11 is being passive. Not following up on your prospects. Now, thing is, guys, prospects may end up forgetting about the Kangen machine and you, or worse, they forget about you and they remember the Kangen machine and they buy it from somebody else. Okay? Type 1, if you've actually had told somebody about a Kangen machine, many years later you found out they've actually bought one from somebody else. Type 1. So see, it happens to everybody. It happens to me. It happened to me. I saw my friend. I went to the house and it's like, oh, you have a Kangen machine? What? Why didn't you come to me? Oh, well, same thing. Okay, we didn't follow up. So I'm gonna give you guys a magical number, guys. Okay, we have to be proactive and we need to follow up. Okay, 7 times. Everybody say 7. Everybody type 7 in the group chat. 7 times or more. We need to follow up this many times. 7 or more. In fact, type 7 plus. 7 plus into the group chat. 7 plus. Okay, 7 plus. This is the amount of times we need to follow up, because if we don't, they will forget about us and then we're gonna lose that sale. This is mistake number 11. Mistake number 12 is this: not helping your teammates. Not helping your team. And when they fizzle out, you will be the biggest loser. Which is why I have to commend, again, the team here today, Mr. Samsia, Simon, and the rest, because they understand this concept very important, very, very strongly, because this is a very important concept, guys. Because they know that if their team is successful, naturally they are successful. Okay? So what you guys need to do is you need to understand the same thing applies to you. Okay? Help your new team members, rescue and guide them. Okay? Because team success equals your success. Everybody say team success is my success. Okay? And type in the group chat 88. Okay? If you understand this concept, type 88, because team success is your success. The more successful the team are, the more successful you will become. Because remember this, guys, we are not like some other multi-level marketing companies, network marketing companies, where all you need to do is find a whole bunch of people to continue buying the product. In Enagic, that doesn't work. You can't go to your friends and say, hey, I want you to buy a K8 today. Next week, you buy a Junior 4. Following, we're going to get a SD501. Following, we'll get a Super. Now, that doesn't work in Enagic. We just get one machine, that's it. So the only way for you to be successful is to make sure your team is successful. Isn't it great that we are now in a system where our sponsors want us to be successful and not be mindlessly buying products only? If you think that is great, type 77 in the group chat. 77. It's great, right? Your sponsors actually want you to be successful. They don't want you to just buy many machines over and over. No, they want you to be successful. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, team success is your success. Yes, thank you, Nikhil. We are all blessed to have one of the greatest uplines, Mr. Samsia. Okay? That is number 12. Okay. And by the way, this idea for everything on Zoom and virtual, this is Mr. Samsia's idea. Later when you see him, you guys can thank him. So this is number 13. Let's look at 13. 13 is the mistake is continuous reliance on sponsors and public presentations. Okay? You limit your own potential in the business. So what you need to understand, guys, is what we have to do is we have to take responsibility and ownership in our business, because it is our business, not our team's business, not our sponsor's business. It is our business. So ladies and gentlemen, we have to step up and challenge ourselves, because if we want more results, we have to take more action. We cannot lay blame. We cannot say my team is bad, they're not selling. We cannot say my sponsor is bad, he's not helping me. We have to do everything ourselves, which is why I want to say again, right? it's so amazing to know Mr. Samsia, because Mr. Samsia, when he first started this business many years ago, he started by himself. No help from his sponsors, no help from Enagic. He just did everything himself. And today, he's one of the most successful in Enagic, which is so amazing. Yes, Sonia, right? I know what you've been doing, Sonia. You've been doing great work. But by the way, you're not by yourself. I'm always here. You can come and look for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, take personal ownership. Okay? Can everybody say, I want to take personal ownership? Okay, and I want you to type into the group ownership. Don't need to type ownership, type 66 if you want to take personal ownership of your business. Fantastic. Okay, because it is your business. If you want it, you want yourself to be successful, you have to do what it takes. This is number 13. Number 14 is not learning the compensation plan. Aha. Now this, guys, is really important. I want to ask you guys, okay? Simple thing. Is it easier to sell 100 machines by yourself or with a team? Okay? If you think if it's with a team, type 2. Okay? Definitely you want to do it with a team. Okay? You've got to leverage on other people, because there's only one of you, and if you have a team, there can be an infinite number of team members, which is always a good thing for you. So what we need to do, guys, is we need to recruit team members. And how? We need to learn the compensation plan. We need to understand the global partnership program, the 8A commissions, the educational bonus, the 6A2 bonus, the 4 categories protocol. By the way, Mr. Samsia's 10 years in this business, his secret weapon, the 4 categories protocol. Okay, if you love the 4 categories protocol, type 4 in the group chat. If you love it, okay, and if you are actually doing this, or you want to start doing this exercise, type 44, okay, 44 into the group chat. Because this is so important, guys. It is his single greatest weapon. I've seen him do it so many times over the years, and it is just a converter. People join because they get full understanding about the business, and then they understand what's ahead of them. Okay, so that is the 4 categories. And remember this, guys, master the global partnership program. Didn't Simon do such an amazing job? You know, it seems like only yesterday that I was doing it for him in his house, and trying to recruit him into this business. So yeah, we got to know how to master the global partnership program. This is number 14. Yeah. Yes, he did. Simon Barbara said you did a fantastic job just now. Okay. So number 15 is this: getting distracted by other come and go opportunities. Now this is something to take note of. You see, guys, there are a lot of opportunities out there here today, and if we keep getting distracted, right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lose credibility in ourselves. Because if our friends are viewing us to be doing one thing to the other, they're gonna lose trust in us, and we don't want that. So what we need to do is we need to understand that this is a long-term business. Everybody type long into the group chat. Long, okay? This is a long-term business, okay? Don't get distracted, okay? Cultivate a sense of gratitude and enthusiasm every day, and aim to build your Kangen empire, guys. I want you guys to focus, think long term. This is so important, guys, because remember, we're here with a Japanese company, and I can tell you one thing: the Japanese, when they do anything, they only do it long term. Okay, this is very important. This is number 15. Okay, and today we have bonuses for you. We have 16. Okay, 16. Let's have a look. Not preparing your team for rejections. Guys, unfortunately, not everything in the world is rosy and perfect and sunshine. A lot of the times we will get rejections. And if you're not prepared to receive rejections, right, you're going to get demotivated really fast. So what you need to do is, what you don't want to do is overpromise and underdeliver. Team members don't fail. They give up too soon, okay? What you need to do, guys, is underpromise. You need to inoculate your team members. You need to brainwash, okay? Everybody say brainwash, okay? What? Brainwash. type into the group chat brainwash. Okay, sorry. Don't type into the group chat brainwash. I got a better word. Mr. Samson just he just reprogrammed me. He says reprogram, okay? So reprogram. You got to reprogram your team members' brains because they think that everybody they talk to, they're gonna buy a machine, which is not true. So we need to under promise and over deliver, and we need to reprogram them and prepare them for rejections in our business. So ladies and gentlemen, prepare them for rejections and SD501. Now, why SD501? Okay, what does SD501 mean? Okay, if you're thinking the SD501 is a Kangen machine, no, that's not what we're referring to here. The SD501 actually stands for Show Demo to 501 people. Okay, can everybody type into the group chat SD501? Okay, show demo to 501 people. Okay, if you come to us and say, Mingwei, I'm not a 6A yet, and you have not shown demo to 501 people, no, we're not accepting that. Minimum, you have to show 501 people, and definitely you will see lots of success. Okay, everybody, I want you guys to do this signal 501. Okay, 501. So you gotta show demo to 501 people. This is so important, guys. SD501, SD501, SD501. This is so important, guys. Show demo to 501 people. For those people who have already shown demo to 501 people and above, I want you to type down 502. If you've done more than 500 demos, 501 demos, 502. Wow, amazing. That's so great. I can see not a lot of people have done a lot of over 500 demos. So you should know, if you're not, you should definitely should, because then your sales will definitely start to come in. For myself, you know, tens of thousands of people have seen the demonstration by my hand. Mistake number 17. The final mistake is selling only the product. Relying on direct sales income. You see, the direct sales income is so good, isn't it? We get so much. And then overly product focused team culture. Okay, now guys, these are mistakes. You don't want to be selling only the product. You don't want to rely only on direct sales. You don't want to only focus on the product. Because guys, like I said just now, how do you sell more machines? By yourself or in a group? Definitely in a group. And the way you get team members, okay, is to learn the global partnership program. And at the same time, you need to prospect them. You need to think about people who actually want to do the business. You need to educate and learn to duplicate. Bring new team members to attend all these company events. I want to see in the group chat. Everybody have a look in the group chat. How many of you have team members for this event? All right, type 5 if you've actually have many team members in this group chat. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, that is amazing. For those of you who are here by yourself today with no team members, take note of this. Okay, this is so important. The more team members you put into these events, the more successful you will be over time. Okay. In fact, right now, Mr. Samsia has something he would like to add. Okay, can we welcome Mr. Samsia to join us here today?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Samsia.
Hi there. Hi, how you guys doing? All right, I just want to add something here. Okay, I'm gonna call up my iPad here. I want to show you something. Now, how many of you here would like to? You really like to have an explosion in your sales? Type in I if you want to have an explosion in your sales. Fantastic. Now I'm now going to call up my other computer. Okay, now this is going to be this is a present for you guys. This is very important for you to get. All right. Now, who are our buyers of Kangen? Okay, I would say that there are 3 types of Kangen buyers. Kangen buyers, right? They are the type 1, type 2, type 3. How many types of buyers are there? Can you type in 3? There are 3 types of buyers. I just need you to participate with me. I just want you to be more engaged here. This is very important for you to know. All right. Now the first type, the type 1 customers, right? They buy to use a product, buy to use the machine. They're not interested at all to do the business. And we have many of them. In fact, they form the bulk of our buyers. Okay? Why are you guys typing? Okay, 3, yep. Now, then there's a second type of buyer. The second type of buyers are the buyers when they were told the price of Kangen, right? They got a shock. And they are like, they just couldn't comprehend why the machine is so expensive. Until they realize that this is not a water filter, it is a medical device. Everybody type in there, medical device in Japan. Okay? Now, then we show them that you can actually recover the cost of the machine. All you need to do is to refer to about 10 customers. When they buy, you get back the cost of your machine. So because of that referral system, they bought the machine. So they buy because they can recover their cost by referring to 10 to 12 customers. And then there's a third type of customers. The third type of buyer are those people, they saw the demo, they love it, they fall in love with the machine, and they were looking for something to do, or they want to look for an additional source of income. So their primary reason is they buy primarily to do the business. Now, I would like to get your participation here, okay? I want everybody to pay attention. I'm talking about at the time of purchase, not now. At the time of purchase, some of you may have bought it because you just wanted to buy the machine for your own use. You're not interested to do the business. But after realizing how powerful the machine is, you change your mind. Instead of being just an end user, you became a business builder subsequently. I want to take you to the time when you first bought the machine. Now, and you can only choose whether you're 1, 2, or 3. Now, I just only want those people, right, at the time of purchase, you were type 1 customer. Only the type 1 customer. Can you type in 1 if you are type 1 customer? If you are type 2, type 3, don't type in yet. At the point of purchase, if you were type 1, just type in type 1. Just one. Right? Before we get on to the 2, just one first. Look at all the responses in the room. Okay, now, only if you are type 2. Only if you are type 2. Can you type in type 2 at the point of purchase? At the point of purchase, you are type 2. Look at that. Okay, there are many, you see there's people coming from 1, coming from 2. Now, how about those of you? The moment you see it, and your main reason is that at the point of purchase, you're buying it more to do the business. You are type 3. Who are the type 3 here? Type 3 here, can you type in type 3? You see, there's a lot of type 3 as well. Of course, obviously, it is a type 3 who are attending this. But keep in mind, there were also many type 2s and type 1s as well, who were originally buying it to do the use of product, not interested to do the business, but they are now doing the business. Now, I just want to highlight to you, see, a lot of you people who are new to this business called the direct selling business, right? Many of you come into this business thinking that, oh, I can only think of the end users. You forgot that there's another 2 other groups, the type 2 and the type 3. The type 2 and the type 3. So I want you to understand there's 3 types of customers, type 1, type 2, and type 3. And the mistake number 17, the last mistake is this. You have to also consider looking for sellers rather than the type 3 here are really the sellers. I would say type 1 here are the buyers. Okay? Type 3 are the sellers. Now, my question to you is this. Who would you rather sell to? Would you rather sell to 1 or sell to 3? Can you type in your answer? Who would you rather sell to? Would you rather sell to 1 or sell to 3? Okay. Okay, good. Now I want to show you something else. Now, generally speaking, if you were to sell to a buyer, okay, the likelihood of him selling to other people is much lower then the likelihood of you selling to a seller and the seller, I've been signed up from this account. Are you kidding me? Am I still on? Okay, good, okay, fine. Okay, thank you. I'm still on. So I want you to understand this. If you were to sell to a seller, he'll be bringing in indirect sales. Okay? If you were to sell to a buyer, the likelihood of him bringing us indirect sales is much lower. Now pay attention here. Pay very close attention here. What is the ratio of the number of indirect sales coming from a seller as compared to the number of indirect sales coming from a buyer? Are you with me? Or rather, let me rephrase it. How many machines, okay, the ratio of the number of machines coming, okay, let me just say it one more time. How many, the ratio, better write it down. What is the ratio of the indirect sales from a seller versus the indirect sales from a buyer. Now, this is really type 1, okay? And this is really type 3. What do you think the ratio is? Can you just type in what's the ratio? How many indirect sales can you get from a type 3 seller as compared to the number of indirect sales coming from a type 1 buyer? The ratio, how many times? Okay, right? 10. Okay. Well, from my experience, the ratio of the indirect sales coming from a type 3 compared to indirect sales coming from a type 1, it could be from 3 to 100. Okay. So the point we are making here is this: although you want to sell to the type 1, you must also pay particular attention to the type 3. Why? Because if the ratio here is going to be at least 10 to 1 or 100 or even 30 to 1, right? Just imagine if you want to sell to a seller, okay, and this seller will also be looking for a buyer, and also he also be finding sellers. And this is, let's say, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And again, this seller at level 2, he will also be looking for buyers, and he will also be looking for sellers. Again, this guy will also be looking for a buyer, as well as a seller looking for a seller. Now, where would you like your business to grow? Along the green line or along the red line? Can you type in which path of growth would you prefer your organization to grow? Along the red line or along the green line? Right? Do you notice that if you were to focus on looking for sellers, this is where you have massive growth. This is so important. I need to highlight this to you. So do not overlook the sellers. And I just want to tell one little story before I go. Okay? Now there's this one buyer. Okay, hang on. I need to tell this story, but I'll keep it very short. Now my friend Gary Gunn went to Cambodia a few years ago, and he did a demo to a group of 25 people, prospects, and showed them a demo. And everybody was so excited. So he asked the crowd, and he told them the price is $4,000 US. He asked the crowd, who is interested to buy? No one put up their hand. Not a single person put up their hand. because they were looking at the price for the machine. They're still associating it with a water filter. Then he went on to the second part. He asked the crowd, who here likes to listen to businesses? Let's talk about business. And he asked the crowd. Now, he asked the crowd, how much does it cost to own a KFC or McDonald's franchise? It amounts to between $500,000 US to $1 million US. Okay? Then he asked the crowd, would you all be interested if I were to introduce to you a franchise-like business where you can sell a product to anywhere in the world? And not only that, this franchise-like business, right, where you can also sell the franchise-like business to anyone in the world, and you get paid commission on it. And this franchise-like business doesn't cost $500,000 to invest in. It only costs $4,000 US to invest in. Who here is interested to join this franchise-like business? He asked the same people. Everybody put up their hand. They were not interested to buy a $4,000 product called a Kangen, but they were all interested to buy a $4,000 US franchise-like business where you can sell the product and you can also sell the business anywhere in the world. So that is really the key. I want you to understand. So you need to sell the business. Are you all getting value from here? Give me a yes if you are. Great. Thank you. Now I'm going to pass it back to Simon. All right, so let's give a big hand for Simon.